Hey guys, welcome to The Market is Open. In this video, we're going to be talking about Elon Musk crashing the price of Bitcoin after putting out a release describing that Tesla will be backtracking on its plan to allow Tesla vehicles to be purchased with the cryptocurrency. Also in this video, Elon Musk gives us a clearer timeline for when Tesla's full self-driving subscription service will be announced, but also some news as to when the full self-driving beta will have a wider release to the public. So let's dive right in. Before we begin, stop using Yahoo Finance, stop using Google Finance, and check out our website, themarketisopen.com, where we have instant stock quotes and financial data for every stock going back 10 years, and it's all freely available. Let's begin with this tweet from Elon Musk, where he forecasts that Tesla full self-driving subscription service will be rolled out in about a month's time. Now, I think this will be great for consumers, but my guess is that it'll be more expensive than people think. Currently, in order to purchase the full self-driving feature outright with the purchase of your Tesla, it costs about $10,000 US. Elon has even said in the past that he expects the price to eventually go to $100,000, given that the primary goal will be to have your Tesla drive around during the day when you're at work or at night when you're sleeping and make you money. If this business can bring in $50,000 to $100,000 a year, which I think might be on the high side, but if that's the case, then it's worth it to pony up the money up front and have years of income. Now, I don't think that the price will ever get that high for this service, especially since during Battery Day, Elon did say that he thinks in the future others will have self-driving capabilities as well. Also, it might be a large risk to pay such a high upfront cost, especially if the dynamics of the business change drastically over time. That said, a monthly subscription would reduce the cost and make it accessible to more people. Now, I think consumers are looking for $100 per month for the fee for full self-driving, except that Elon Musk has noted that he still wants the outright purchase of FSD to be the better option. So I think Tesla will price the subscription in such a way to really give a second thought to paying the full $10,000 up front. For instance, if it's priced at $300 a month, let's say, Tesla has a payback period in under 3 years, say 2.5 years. Anything after that and the monthly subscription is pure profit for Tesla. The downside is that instead of recording the revenue right away when someone makes a purchase, Tesla will be receiving the money over time, which could hurt their income statement as they record less revenue, but over time, they'll likely make more money. So it's sort of a double-edged sword in that sense. But I think over time, you should see something similar to the company Adobe, which switched from selling high-priced software like Photoshop, which may have costed $1,000 as a one-time payment, and instead they switched to selling it monthly at say $50 per month. They saw a dip in revenues at first, but over time it unlocked a much larger market as people who didn't have access to the expensive software were able to get in for much cheaper, even though over time they were likely paying even more. So I think Tesla's full self-driving subscription could have similar dynamics, where we might see a dip at first as people opt for the subscription rather than the one-time payment. But because more people can buy it, and they're technically paying forever, Tesla will make more money in the long run. Elon Musk also tweeted about the full self-driving beta wide release. The FSD Beta was originally, and still is, only available for a small subset of Tesla drivers. I think initially Elon Musk said that Tesla would release it more widely in just a few weeks from the time of its initial launch. However, it's taken much longer than expected, and in the meantime, Tesla has a version 9.0, which Elon has touted is even better. However, right now he's saying that it's maybe a month or two away from wide beta, but these things are hard to predict. The work we had to do for pure vision driving was needed for FSD, so much more progress has been made than it would seem. And then Viv asks about Smart Summon, and Elon replies that Smart Summon is expected for end of year in Europe. So first of all, I think that full self-driving is more difficult than anyone thinks, and because Elon gave out timelines a while ago, now people are disappointed that those timelines have been pushed out. I think that Tesla still has a lot of work to do to get FSD rolled out. As I said in the last video, that counterintuitively, it didn't make much sense for Tesla to keep releasing every version as quickly as they could because the behavior could change between releases and it could confuse people. Also, there's this weird state, I think, that if the software is very good, people will put too much trust in it, even though the vehicle could do something strange every once in a while, requiring an intervention from the driver. So from a consumer perspective, I see how it can be frustrating to not get the latest and greatest software. And from a shareholder perspective, I think that for all the trouble that Tesla has getting this rolled out, competitors who are way behind will eventually run into the same roadblocks. And so even if there are setbacks, I think Tesla will maintain its multi-year lead when it comes to full self-driving. Finally, just a couple hours ago, Elon Musk released this statement about Tesla and Bitcoin. Tesla has suspended vehicle purchases using Bitcoin. We are concerned about rapidly increasing use of fossil fuels for Bitcoin mining and transactions, especially coal, which has the worst emissions of any fuel. Cryptocurrency is a good idea on many levels, and we believe it has a promising future, but this cannot come at a great cost to the environment. Tesla will not be selling any Bitcoin, and we intend to use it for transactions as soon as mining transitions to more sustainable energy. We're also looking at other cryptocurrencies that use less than 1% of Bitcoin's energy/transaction. Perhaps he might be looking at Dogecoin since he's been talking about that a lot on Twitter. But this ended up tanking the price of Bitcoin because Tesla just a couple weeks ago announced that it would be allowing Tesla buyers to purchase cars using Bitcoin, and now they're backtracking on that initiative. Elon Musk stated in this note that it was mainly due to environmental issues at this time, which I guess in parts of the world they use coal to mine Bitcoin. Bitcoin advocate Anthony Pompliano jumped in saying that 75% plus of Bitcoin was mined using renewables, so this reversal doesn't make much sense. Of course, people were excited that Tesla was going to allow Bitcoin, and so now they probably must be disappointed. But Tesla did say that they're not selling any of their $1.3 billion of Bitcoin that they're keeping on their balance sheet. My take is that, okay, I can see how it could be an environmentally related issue, but Elon Musk and even ARK Invest have been saying that Bitcoin uses much less energy than the global financial system, though I think Bitcoin would still need to catch up in many areas in terms of usability. I think that there might be other reasons why Tesla backtracked on their Bitcoin decision, and it might not be completely related to the environment. Their process for purchasing cars with Bitcoin, in my opinion, seemed fairly complicated and wasn't too favorable to the buyer in terms of returns, for example, where Tesla could choose to do refunds in Bitcoin or in cash, whichever was more favorable to them. That said, I don't think many people are actually going to be buying Teslas with Bitcoin, and if they really wanted to, they can convert the Bitcoin profits into dollars and buy it that way, but Bitcoin owners are probably just going to hang on to their Bitcoin. Also, I think there might be a bit of a tax nightmare, probably for the buyer, because if you have large profits on Bitcoin and then you give that money to Tesla, and Tesla needs to report it as income, then the buyer will likely need to pay a huge amount of tax, and they would need to come up with that additional money for that. And the other thing is that I'm not sure if it's worth it for Tesla to be investing all of this time and energy into building a new system just for accepting Bitcoin at this time, when they could be focusing their resources on other things such as building novel technology and services like full self-driving. So in the meantime, it's probably the right move, even though not everyone would agree with Tesla's decision. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. What do you think the price will be for Tesla's full self-driving subscription? What are your thoughts about Tesla pushing back the beta wide release? And do you think Tesla made the right move in delaying their acceptance of Bitcoin? Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and a huge shout out to all of our patrons that help to support our channel. Your support helps us to continue to make great content. Thank you guys so much for watching.